Hey, welcome to this training. This is 5 steps to tap into universal intelligence, and then it's actually going to be followed by an actual meditation where I'm going to walk you through my process and how I plug into this infinite power. But before I do that, I just kind of want to walk through some steps. I just recorded a longer podcast on this. It's called How to Tap into Universal Intelligence. You can listen to that. Maybe we'll click a link at the end of this video that you can watch that entire podcast. It's much more detail. But the steps are pretty simple. Step one is we need to stop over-consuming. We are living in this world where we are just constantly looking out there to try and find some sort of answer that's finally going to be the thing that finally makes us feel fulfilled or finally makes us feel happy. But the truth of the matter is the answer isn't out there. The answer is already available to us from within. But it's just about learning how to tap into that. And that's what we're going to do today. So you're in the right spot. So step one is let's just slow down the flow of information coming in. So let's just stop consuming so much, right? Just stop reading so many books and stop watching so many YouTubes and stop watching so many TikToks. Let's just start creating some space. And once you start creating that space, it's similar to the experience that you have in a shower, right? You got nothing to do in a shower. You have no distractions. Your phone's not in the shower. Then that's when you have these aha moments. Well, what's happened is you've created enough space from the lack of distraction and also the routine of the shower that's just kind of automatic, that you create enough space that you tap in and you get this aha moment. So what we want to do is we want to create that aha moment without having to be in the shower. So step one, let's eliminate the overconsumption. Step two, let's start becoming aware of what we're telling ourselves on a regular basis. So all we want to do is let's just start with thinking about an emotional state that we are in a lot. So maybe we're in anger, maybe we're in fear, maybe we're judging people a lot, maybe we're constantly worried about the future. Whatever it is, pick one. And all I want you to do here is just observe every thought that's associated with that thing. So mine, for example, would be health. So I have this constant thought that I need to be healthier. I need to eat better. Not so much exercise. I do a lot of exercise, but I need to eat better. I need to drink less pop and caffeine. And so my mind is flooded with information with basically reminding me that I need to get into better shape. And so all I began doing was just observing every time I told myself that. Once I did that, those thoughts began to reduce, which kind of created some more space. The third step is to tune into what that thought is protecting us from. So using my example, I recognize by telling myself that I need to get in better shape, what I was actually telling myself was that I'm not in good shape. And if what you hold in mind tends to manifest, I remain to be not in good shape. And by remaining not in good shape, it allows me to continue to drink the pop and continue to eat the sweets, which allows me to not deal with the emotional pain that eating the sweets and drinking the pop is protecting me from feeling. Okay. I know that's a very long, deep explanation, but that's what was revealed to me. So if you start creating some awareness and start asking, well, what is this protecting me from? The answer will probably come to you. And now that you've connected that dot, right? Every time you observe the thought, you're going to make that connection and it's going to begin reducing those thoughts. The third thing is that we actually have to get into a meditative state. And this is all the stuff that Joe Dispenza is talking about these days is, he says, one of his famous lines is, in the present moment, the unknown is revealed to us. Well, how do you get present? Right? How do we tap into this universal intelligence that exists? Everything that's ever happened through the history of the universe is stored in collective consciousness. And when we get present, when we get beyond body and mind, we can plug into that. Okay? And when we plug into that, we get downloads and we see everything in a flash. We see an entire thing. In the other podcast, I explain how I got a flash of how I created an entire restaurant at my nightclub. I had a bar nightclub. I turned it into a restaurant, and how I saw the whole entire thing in an instant. It's like the dreamlike state. 1 minute you're in an airplane, next minute you're in the ocean, next minute you're in a different country. If you try and describe in the linear world of what happened in that dream, it's very hard to do. You've probably experienced this trying to tell someone about your dream and they just look at you with 3 heads, you have 3 heads. Okay. So in that dreamlike state, you get these downloads and you see everything in an instant. And when you really truly get a download, that is when you're going to have this sense of knowing. It's like the hair is going to stand up on the back of your neck. You're going to get chills. You're just going to know. And that messaging comes from the silence. So every thought that we have, we just want to observe, and we want to reconnect to our breath. In this meditation, we're going to play some meditation music. You can connect to that as your constant noise. You can use a metronome. You can do whatever it is that you want to do. But every time a thought arises, you observe it and you let it pass. If you keep observing and letting it pass, the space between your thoughts increases, and the answers come from that space, the same way they do in the shower. So that's what we're going to do here today, right now, on this video. So I think let's get to it. I'm going to walk you through the whole entire thing. You don't have to do anything. Okay, so let's just do this together, and we're going to put some music on here. And let's just take a second here to just close your eyes and allow yourself to just get settled in. And usually when I meditate, I just want to make sure that I'm in a space where I can sit comfortably for 5 or 10 minutes, where I'm not going to feel the urge to itch or scratch or move or wiggle, because every time you reconnect to the body, it pulls you out of that present moment. So just take an opportunity here to just kind of wiggle around. And one of the things I wanted to bring to you is I'm going to connect to what this episode needs to be called. That's the guidance I'm looking for, that will create it, that'll allow it to get lots of attention. So that's the answer I'm looking for. Good. Just letting the breath be slow and subtle. The first connection I'm going to get you to make is a connection to the earth. So see yourself sitting on a bed of roots. See those roots stretching far and wide all the way down to the center of the earth, where they feel the warmth from the earth's core. That warmth travels up those roots, and it begins to travel into your body. Just observing in your feet. And as it's in your feet, it just relaxes every single muscle in your feet. You may experience this as actual warmth, as a tingling sensation. From there, it moves into the calves and the quads and the shins, and the glutes and the hamstrings and the knees, through the entire lower half of your body now, and just noticing any trigger points, any points of tension. Let that energy flow to those points of tension and just relax them. Now that energy moves up through the reproductive organs, through the belly, into the heart. Noticing here there's some tension in the heart. And just breathe that out. Good. Just see the shoulders, that energy moving into the shoulders, and see the shoulders drop. Feel the shoulders drop. Down through the arms, into the hands, into the fingers. Back up through those arms, into the neck. Noticing here maybe the head leaning forward and just correcting the posture. Tucking the chin. That energy moves into the jaw, into the mouth. The tongue comes off the roof of the mouth. Through the nostrils, noticing the breath coming over the nostrils. Through the eyes, through the top of the head, into the mind. And just notice this grounding, relaxing, anti-inflammatory energy of the earth flowing through your body. Good. Now just making a connection to the white light of divinity, the white light of the universe. See it filling up the entire room. You're now sitting in a white light, room full of white light. And just noticing the empty space, or the space that your body and mind occupy in this white light. Just observing the body and mind. And now I want you to remove yourself from your body, from your mind, just taking a step out. And as you step out, what you realize is that you are also white light. You are one with this all-powerful, all-knowing, all-present energy. And from this space, you're observing your body and mind. Now from this space, we can observe every thought and allow it to pass. Good. From here, we ask the question, please reveal to us why this. Please show to me how I've been unable to change. Please show me how I can become abundant. Please show me how I can let go. What awareness has to come to me? Whatever your question may be, we're just going to sit in silence. We're going to observe our thoughts and we're going to let them pass, and we're going to continue to connect to the silence until an awareness comes to us. And we're going to do that for the next 3 minutes. Letting the body relax, just noticing points of tension. Let the body relax and sit in the silence. Moving closer into the silence, observe thoughts, let them pass, reconnect to the silence, almost demanding an answer here. God, universe, this is critical. Please reveal to me the truth with clarity. Noticing now how subtle the breath has become, how relaxed the body has become. If you have not received an answer yet, you have 20 more seconds to try and lock an answer in, but don't think. Stay connected to the silence. Demand it from the higher power of your understanding. Take a moment to lock in any answers that have come to you. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Take a moment to give your thanks for this connection and this meditation. And then open your eyes when you're ready. Okay, so whether you received an answer there or not, this does take a little bit of practice. But even if you just experienced 30 seconds of stillness, that is more healing than any pill that you will ever take. So just because you might not have gotten an answer here, don't view this as a loss. It's essentially like it's training on how to connect. And so if you're wondering what the answer was about what I'm going to label this episode or this meditation, the answer that came to me is how I talk to God, which I think will be pretty good. And so what I found in my own practice there was that my mind kept on trying to come up with ideas. And then finally, when I said, no, the idea is not in my circle, it's outside of me, that's when this answer came to me. So that's what the episode is called, which you already know because you've clicked on it, but just to let you know, that's how I came up with it. I hope this meditation served you. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Definitely helps me release more content like this. And I hope you were able to connect there. And if not, stay connected because we'll keep doing it. Thanks for taking the time.